felt like making this video because I want to help some people. And I'll say this. You deserve nothing. You deserve nothing. Nothing that you did not work to earn. I had to learn this lesson for myself. I remember when the boys were at Awesomeness TV, they were doing well. Every video they were posting was getting hundreds of thousands of views. They were on top of the channel. I went to them and tried to negotiate a raise, and they said no, and then ended our contract. And that was my first lesson in you deserve nothing, and people will give you nothing and not think twice about it. And you are better off knowing that you deserve nothing, because it's the best way to attain everything. You deserve nothing you don't work for. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody's looking to give you a leg up. Nobody cares about you. You are on your own. Let me give you a little rundown of my life, how I got where I am now. Started doing stand-up comedy when I was in high school. The first 4 years that I did stand-up comedy, I didn't get paid. I started in high school. I did it throughout college. And then when I got fired, I really went hard at it. I did 3-4 shows a week for a year and a half without receiving a dime. After about a year and a half, I got paid $40 here, $30 here, sometimes even 60, and that felt like a lot. Before that, we were doing plays, making nothing. Free plays, people didn't come, they didn't leave no offering. Then we had an investor who paid us, and our plays made no money. And you know how hard it is to make enough to pay your people and not enough to pay yourself. I had to write checks, cashier's check to actors, and hand them to them, knowing that I wasn't going to receive a dime. And I was okay with that, because that's the risk you take when you own something. And I was just happy that we had enough to pay the cast and crew. And my rent was due too. And I remember particularly one day, someone came, had to pick up their check for the show, and I handed it to them on my front lawn, and it was just about how much my mortgage was, and I had to still work my regular job to pay my mortgage. You got to understand, people are making a business. This is not the Boys and Girls Club. Ain't nobody looking out for you. You deserve every opportunity that you work to create, and nothing more. I've been making a video almost every day. This will be my 8th year. Facebook, where I started popping just, like last year, I started Memorial Day of 2016, I believe. In a year and a half of posting videos, I grew to 1 million followers. Facebook has not directly gave me 1 red cent. I have over 600 million views on that platform in 18 months. Facebook has not reached out and said, thank you, here is a nickel, not a dime. I have created my own opportunities off of the platform, off of my YouTube, off of my Instagram. They don't care about me. Facebook, if the whole business went away and I didn't have no place to post videos, do you think they'd be saying, guys, we got to keep the business open because, this is how Kev on Stage gets his name out here and this is how he sells his show? No, they don't care. Stop waiting for somebody to hand you something. You're going to be waiting your whole life, and you're going to watch everybody else who's likely less talented than you, but is hungrier than you, get everything that you wanted, and you're going to be big mad, as they say. Stop it. Now, you know how many of my friends I've had to watch succeed, and I am happy for them? Simone Shepherd, friend of mine, when I first moved to LA, she had less followers than I. Blew up on Vine, never looked back. I'm happy for you, girl. Go. Issa Rae, first met her, she was making YouTube videos just how I was. Since then, she's went to Shondaland and Insecure and is making money, Cover Girl, TV shows, movies, Jay-Z. Go. Girl, you deserve everything you worked for. I got a friend who has a startup business in the Bay who is a genius. Startup is making crazy money in the tech field. We went to college together. He's out here making a lot more money than I. Go, my guy. Love you, Lil. You're my boy. I'm happy for you. He don't owe me a job because we went to college together, because we talk once a week. He don't owe me nothing. I got friends I grew up with who went to the NFL. People I know who are famous, have Grammys, all that stuff. Good for you. I love you. I'm happy for you. I don't expect you to give me nothing. Stop waiting for somebody to give you something. So many comedians hate Kevin Hart, don't think Kevin Hart is funny. And guess what? He on tour again. His last special wasn't even that good. Oh man, he ain't really been that good since Seriously Funny. I never really thought he was funny. Do you think his bank account cares what you think? Do you think his agent says, well, you know, that comic who just did Tripping on Tuesdays don't think Kevin's funny? And $89 million he made in 1 year. You really should be mad if you think he's not funny, but he's still winning, and you, who must be funny, aren't winning. Something's backwards if someone who's not funny seems to be getting paid millions of dollars to not be funny. Somebody thinks he's funny. Lots of people, oh, Tyler Perry's movies are trash. I don't like him. He keep making the same over. And $500 million and bought an army base for Tyler Perry Studios. And so what do you think if I'm funny or not? If my stuff is good or not? I'm getting it. I am done trying to please people in the shadows. I see why Kevin Hart takes the same two comedians with him on the road year after year, because he don't want to deal with the rest of the comedians saying, why you ain't putting me on? Hey, this is my crew. These are the Plastic Cup Boys. When I go on tour, I go on tour with the same people. Don't ask. It ain't changing. It ain't never gonna change. Now I see why. It's funny to me how I worked for 8 years just on social media. 5 years before that, I've been working for this for 14, 15 years. I'm just now starting to pop and receive the results and return on all the years of investment. Years of making nothing. Me and the Playmakers toured for a whole summer, splitting a hotel room, splitting an offering with the church. We got paid. I remember distinctly one time we did a show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, hour 15 minutes. People loved it. Couple hundred people there took up an offering. We split $89.24 among 3 people. 3 men with 3 families, mortgages, rent, out there flying ourselves all over the United States, selling t-shirts, splitting offering. We'll come perform at your church. Just invite the people, give us an offering, let us sell our shirts for years. I am full well aware that my day is coming where my videos don't get no views. It was never my dream to be a Facebook or internet comedian or social media famous. It was my dream, always and still is, to be able to write and direct and produce my own movies and do stand-up comedy. Everything I do is a means to that end. I know at some point in time, I'm going to fall off on social media. They're going to be, oh, Kev video ain't even funny no more. He ain't even funny no more. Remember, he used to be crazy. His videos used to do numbers. It happens to everyone. 6, 7 people have been the top YouTuber. Vine as an entity came and went. People got rich and famous. The whole app got deleted. I know my day is coming. So while I have a little bit of heat, I am trying to maximize my moment. That's why I'm going on tour. And the thing about my tour while we're on it, I worked for years on my craft, first of all, years making money and saving money. And I have sunk my life savings into this tour. Everything I own, all the money going down here. Joe looking like, you sunk the what into who? Sunk the whole thing into it because I know it's gonna work. And you deserve, I deserve, because I worked. I cashed those checks, put those checks in my bank account, and then I wrote those checks to those venues so that I could come to that city and perform. You deserve nothing. I'm risking it all. I deserve it. And I still might not make it. I could lose everything. Doesn't look to be going that way because people are buying tickets. But when I decided to do it, I put my money where my mouth was, and I put my wallet where my dream was. Luckily, all these years of work and toiling and making these videos and not getting paid has yielded an audience that is willing to pay to come and see me. And I have no rich uncles, no rich parents. Nobody said, hey, Kev, you want to do this? I'll pay for the whole thing. I had to say, I'm doing this I'm going to figure out a way, and I'm out here. I worked. You can work. I failed more than I've succeeded up until this point. And it can happen to you. You may not be a stand-up comedian or whatever, but your dream, the same thing. Whether you're a cook, a chef, you want to own a hair salon, you want to sell weave, you want to start a school, you want to open a restaurant, you got dreams of being an author, writing children's books, selling cars, owning a garden, nursery, whatever, a daycare. It is available to you if you work. It is not available to you if you expect someone to hand it to